Okay, so you should have already gone over with the partner, the exploring laws of exponents, and the product rule. Now what I would like you to do is, if you have not done this, then please go ahead and do it with a partner. But I would like you to check and see if your answers came out to the same answers I have. If you notice, we have expression, we have expanded form, which you saw in that other video, and then exponential form. Now we're not going to do the standard form right now. You should have already learned about that in the other video, but today I'm just focusing on our exponential form. So expanded form, I'm going to take, this says that I have 1, 2. So I'm going to write down that 1, 2. Then it says I have 6 2's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I went to write this in an exponential form, I would write down my base, which is 2. And then how many 2's do I have? I have 7 2's. Then on the next one, it says that I have 5 b's. So I'm going to write that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to write down this b to the 8th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then again, I'm going to, over here, how many b's do I have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There should be 13 b's. Now, question number 1 says to look at the table above and compare the first column and the third column. Describe using words the relationships you see between them. Now, you could have come up with all sorts of different things, but the one thing that I noticed when I looked over here and over here, I noticed that the bases, that means the 3's, the 2's, and the b's, stayed the same. They did not change at all. The base did not change. Now what did change, I noticed, are the exponents. And if I look at column number 1, I look at these two exponents, 2 and 5, and that's 7. Well, how using 2 and 5 can I get 7? Well, I can add them together. Let's look here. Well, there's an invisible 1, so 1 and 6, that makes 7. And then 5 and 8 makes 13. So what I noticed is you add the exponents. Now, you will not be just showing the adding of the exponents. You will actually be doing the expanded form and the adding of the exponents to check yourself, to make sure that you come up with the same answer. So if I have this right here, I'm going to add my exponents. My exponents are m and n, so I'm going to add m and n. Now down below says the rule you discovered in the question above is called the product rule. Use it to simplify the expression below. Now there's not a ton of space, so I'm actually going to write above these numbers. And so this says 2 to the 6, so I'm going to expand it. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it says that I need 8 more. So I'm going to do 8 more. Now I'm going to write it below. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Now, when I did that, that means that I come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. there are 14 2's. Now you also need to do is show the rule. So I'm going to write down my base just like I've been doing, and then I'm going to add my exponents. 6 plus 8. And when I do that, I should come out to the exact same answer, which is 2 to the 14th power. And yes, you just heard the bell ring, but we're not going anywhere. So here we go on the next one. My base this time is -7. So I'm going to write -7 times -7 times -7. That came from the first one. Then I have one more -7 for right here. And then last but certainly not least, it says I have 5 more. So -7, -7, -7, -7, and last but not least, another -7. So when I do this answer, I'm going to write it over. No, I'll just write it here. -7. And there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those. Then I have a base of -7, and I'm going to add the exponents. I had 3 here, I had 1 here, and I have 5 here. So I'm going to add all of those together. And I have a base of -7, and that's 4 plus 5, which will get me 9, which is the exact same answer I had just a moment ago. Then last but not least on this, I have m, and then I have 5 more m's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I have 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So how many total m's do I have? I have 12 m's. Then down here I show using the rule, the product rule. I have 1 plus 5 plus 6. So my answer comes out to m to the 12th. I hope this helps, and make sure that you're doing the expanded and the rule.